Hi there, everybody, and welcome once again to our lovely game of Curse of Strahd and Terra here at Fates Foretold. I am I'm going to go with storyteller this time, because I've been reading a lot of World of Darkness. Your storyteller for the evening, Jonathan Kenny. These are the Forget-Me-Nots. I said it right this time, right?
Yeah.
I said it wrong last time, apparently.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Thanks. And without any further ado, let's jump right back in. Last time, after making their way up to the Abbey of St. Markovia in the village of Kresk, the party spent a little time dealing with a little interpersonal drama regarding someone who may or may not have sucked someone else's blood, who may or may not have consented to it, who may or may not have wanted it, and that person may or may not have gotten slapped in the face. Yes, it's that one.
It's like Brady Bunch styles.
Yeah. With that bit of drama out of the way, the tension resolved a little bit. The party did some research, did some talking, some discussing about their plan going forward, and over dinner with the Bellevues eventually decided that they would attempt a two-pronged attack on the werewolves to the north of Kresk, hopefully taking care of the roving monster situation. Although during that dinner, Ireena, kind of out of the blue, said that she would stay behind to help guard the Abbey in everybody's absence, to make sure they had somewhere to come back to, which some people did not know was going to happen. And by some people, I mean Raena. There was a little more drama, a couple more stolen moments, and the party eventually went to bed. Prospero, staying up for a watch, was joined by Ishai, and they had a little heart-to-heart, not realizing that all of the guards around were slowly being taken care of as the lights went out one by one. And Valenta Popovsky, a figure from Ishai's
Fuck
past, showed up. Fuck her.
Yes.
Prompting Ishai to go running out to confront her. Valenta...
And everything was fine.
And everything was fine. And Valenta definitely did not tease Ishai, and Ishai made a decision which may or may not have led to the deaths of a dozen guards being thrown off of the cliff to the south of the Abbey.
In my defense, I thought it was only 3 of them. I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
Probably not.
It's
A
people's lives.
A brief fight ensued, although it might be kinder to call it a one-sided massacre. After which Valenta left, flying away, taunting the heroes with a parting call of that she would see them with her pack later. The Bellevues and some of the Forget-Me-Nots went down to take care of the bodies of the guards who fell. And Prospero decided to take Ishai for a walk to discuss things. And that
I forgot they were having a little talk too.
They were having a little talky-talk. And that is where we left off.
I was gonna ask if I could say something before everybody splits.
Of course you can.
Why are you shaking your head, David?
Well, is this before or after Clara had her little outburst telling you to get your shit together?
Shortly after?
Okay.
Okay, so Chance is already at the
Stop
digging
destroying
graves.
Yeah,
yourself.
everybody is reconvened in the yard.
I think Me and Raena are still on our way back with Cyrus from getting the remains.
And Chance and Ireena are digging graves.
Well, this is going to be before you all head out,
Oh, okay.
I think, is
Before
what
that,
she
okay.
said.
Yeah.
Like right
Yeah.
after all the shit happened. After Clara yelled at me.
Mhm.
Shy throws her sword into the snow. Just kind of like wobbling. Looking at everybody. Because she chose to kill people is not my fault. She very well would have done it, regardless of whether I stepped forward or not. They were dead the moment Volenta set her eyes on them. So I need you to get off your fucking high horses. If any of you did what I did, running after the person who killed you, I would understand. I would help. Because you all deserve your revenge, and they need to be stopped. Nobody here deserves what happened to them. And I do not know how you don't understand why I react this way. Why aren't you all angrier?
Aster hangs his head low and is kind of like looking away from everyone.
Raina's gonna avoid eye contact and like cross her arms.
Are none of us gonna
I
look
thought
at
we were
her?
back yet.
This is when
Thought
we're
we
also
were
together.
back.
This before you leave.
Okay, this is before.
Chance is not breaking eye contact with you.
I'm sorry.
It's always like this. It's always has been. It doesn't matter what you do. They kill them anyways. All you can do is bury them.
It is true. We are all nothing to them, and she made her choice. You are not responsible for the choices of others. I guess would be angrier, understood better, but just so much yet. I don't know about what is going on here and why they want all of us. What game they're playing with our lives. I'm sorry that I lost my temper with you. You are right. She would have killed them. Whether you were there or not, just to make a point. I just worry. You know I have lost a good friend before, and I don't care to lose any more.
I value you all. And for my part, I will try to be less rash. I just
We
want
make a
them gone.
promise. I will help you get your revenge. If you start thinking about what comes after.
And then everybody splits off to go take care of the things they were saying.
One small
One small thing that you...
One small thing, I'm sorry. Before Raena walks off, I'm gonna get close enough to speak lowly to just you. I know what you are doing, pointing everyone's ire towards me. That will only protect your bad decisions for so long. If you cast me out, if you push me away, you will no longer have a scapegoat. Sins then. You walk away.
That was a good
Starting
fucking
off-
line. That was a
Oh
good
my
fucking line. Holy shit.
And then everybody splits off.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
We'll stick with the body retrieval unit to start with. Just because Prospero's not here yet.
Yeah. So
it's
we already
a
had.
you guys are in a cart that is being pulled by a couple of horses. Very solemn procession with most of the Bellevues.
As we get closer to the Abbey, Clara will motion to whoever's driving the cart. Because I know we went down there with Cyrus. I don't know who else came with us.
Cyrus, I'll say probably Cloven went as well, as the de facto head of the Bellevues.
Yeah. Clara will motion for whoever's driving to stop. And we're almost back at the Abbey. And she's like, I would like to get off here. Raena, could I have a word with you before we go back inside, please?
Fine.
Yes, of course. Don't stay out too long. Who knows
It'll
if there
just
will
a
be?
minute,
Who knows if there will be more danger this night?
of course. And like we're within sight of the
Sure, yeah.
entrance.
Although there are no longer any guards watching the entrance.
If we have to run, we have a clear shot.
Sure.
This
They
is the world.
trolley
This
off.
is Barovia.
This is Barovia.
It sure is, baby.
Dogave, sub it up.
Clara had her moment of fury when she was talking to Ashai. She vented her frustration, and since then, since Ashai's little, I guess, ultimatum, speech, whatever, the fight has just kind of gone out of her, and she is drift, could say. And that's the vibe that she's giving off. And as the Bellevues walk away, or hide away,
Huddle off.
I imagine there's like a fallen tree or a rock nearby, and she kind of faces over, and she sits on it, and she's kind of looking at the ground. And to Raena, she just quietly starts talking. No. There was a point in my life where all that I wanted was to die. I watched my best friend in the whole world waste away in front of me. I thought, if I couldn't even save her life, then what was the point in mine? And after a while, to survive, I ended up learning that every person's life has meaning, has an impact, however small it is. Whether it was me feeding the stray cats or watering the church's lavender bushes, every day left a mark on the world. If I made the conscious choice, it could be a good impact, leave a good memory behind. Raena, I know you are so full of love for your wife, for your people, for all of us, even though we just met. You want to protect us. You want the people you care about to be safe. love everyone so deeply. So how then can you do this? How can you keep serving Strahda and her people when they'll throw away lives without a second thought? We are nothing. Mortals are nothing to them. What are we even doing anymore?
Because I still have love for her, Clara. I don't think it would be just as easy as to say, "Oh, Strahda, I've changed my mind. Actually, I don't want to serve you anymore." That's not an option. And she is my family now. She helped me when there was no one there for me. She was there to pick me up. She was there when I needed to seek revenge.
Just being around her, feels like ever since we got in here, there have been strings on our arms. We have been nothing but marionettes in a bigger game that nobody is explaining the rules of. I know she was there for you at a time when you had nothing, but even family can hurt each other.
Clara, it's never been this personal before. Everything that she's done, everything that I helped her do, it was to people I've never met before, or for some reason I could think of why they were bad, why this was happening to them. But Prospero, with his eye, seeing her entire family kill all of you, Ireena's fear of her when she looks towards the past. It has never been this personal. I have never feared Strahda until now.
I understand. You cared for her so much, and those are not bonds easily broken, but everyone I've interacted with while in her service has had a full and beautiful life, and hopes and dreams and despair as deep as all of ours. I know it's easy to write off someone you don't know, but it's always been this deep. And I know it's hard to rationalize, to change your opinions of someone you've held close for so long, but I don't want to see any of you. I don't want to lose any of you. Whether that is your life or your sense of self, I guess.
And after all this, after we find a way to get all of you home, and I am left here, what then? I am just an orphan and a widow again, without her.
I seem to think that I will leave you alone. Any of us will.
Well, I don't know how to go forward from here, so if you have any clarification, please be my guest. Advice is welcome.
At the end of all this, whenever this is over, none of us are going to be able to go back to the people we were before. It's already too late for that. If you think that after whatever we need to do here is done, turn around and leave you. Aster would turn around and leave you. That Prospero turn around and leave you. You don't know us that all yet. You could. We're all waiting for you, and we all want to see you happy.
Well, Clara, I do thank you for this talk. But we should get back to what we were doing.
This is true. Let's go.
Well, this was nice. Anyway, distraction.
Like my little speech?
Yes, a very nice way to...
I yanked in a yacht!
Yeah, wow, feelings.
So Aster and Chance are digging graves.
Is that what I said I would do? I don't have a
No,
lot of
it's Chance and
muscle.
Ireena. I don't know
Chance
what.
and
where-
Ireena.
Yeah.
I
don't
was
know-
talking with Ireena before you
Yeah.
talked about the great. Like we had our little chat. I guess I went with because Ireena was like, "Don't be
Okay.
sad in a corner." So
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. She grabbed your hand, your arm, and brought you over.
I'm providing moral support. I guess I'm like, Listen, Teddy always dug the graves. I wasn't the one doing it.
Ireena is I'll say Chance and Aster make me hidden perception checks.
Secret. We got a secret.
No, I got a secret.
I got a secret.
Shoot. You can both tell Ireena looks distracted as she is helping dig graves with you. She looks like... I mean, everybody has stuff on their mind, but Ireena looks like she's kind of like holding on to something that she's struggling with. You can tell. Just like constantly, like, she'll stop digging for a second, looking kind of back toward the gates of the abbey, and then shake her head and go back to digging.
As Chance is digging each grave she digs, she notches the single like tick mark in her staff. I don't blame Shy for what she did.
Sorry?
I don't blame Shy for anything that happened. I've done the same many a time, and I've probably been the cause of death for many people. When you try to help, it only makes it worse.
When you try to help, it only makes it worse. So, what, you just stop trying?
I never said that. You find different ways, and then they just find different ways to hurt you.
So it's all meaningless.
You just gotta find the right way, I guess.
You just said that find a different way and they just use it to hurt you as well.
No, they find different ways to hurt you. But you keep trying to outsmart that. I only succeeded once.
Maybe you
Okay.
don't blame Ashai, but I do.
For something that would have ended the same way, no matter what.
We don't know that.
I do know that. I've lived it too many times. And at least she didn't make a shy do the killing.
Yes, just to kill them by... Listen, I know that in the end, the Lenta is the one that is responsible, that she's the one that pushed them off the cliff. But Ashai had a choice there as well. She could have stopped. She could have listened. We could have gotten there and done something. But instead, she just ran full tilt. No stop. No regard for anyone else's lives. That's why I blame her. Not because Valenta would have done it anyway, but because she didn't care about them. I watched her make that decision. I watched as she saw 12 people's lives at stake and decided that her crusade was more important than any number of lives. So no, maybe she's not the one that killed them, but she didn't give a rat's ass about them either.
What would you have done in her situation?
Don't talk about my butt, thanks.
Distracted her. Given, I'm terribly sorry, Asta. You're right. That is an unfortunate turn of phrase. I will endeavor not to use it in the future.
Yeah, maybe pick a different one because I don't want to talk about my butt.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm sorry. I know you were having a deep
No,
talk.
no.
I don't like that one.
It's important to call out microaggressions. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right. I think that was a microaggression. Good thing I called it out.
Thank you.
Yay. Yes, for me.
Yes, I'm dying. I can't do this.
I would have distracted her. I would have talked to her because I believe in the people around me and their abilities. Maybe it would have come out the same way. Maybe they would have died anyway. But there's also a chance that Clara could have gotten the Bellevues a little bit faster. That someone could have snuck up behind her and distracted her long enough to get the people to safety. Or I would have done anything other than just run straight at a woman who just said that she was going to kill a bunch of people if you took a step towards her. No, maybe it's not a perfect plan. But the fact of the matter is she didn't care.
But how can you predict your emotions in that situation when you are not the person in that situation?
I didn't say that I could.
Then you can't say exactly what you would have done.
I'm not... Listen, Chance. This has nothing to do with the emotions that I would have done. It's the fact that Ashai is the kind of person that will look at 12 people and consider their lives worse than her own idea of revenge. That's the kind of person she is. That's the kind of decision that she made because that's the kind of person she is.
She's also driven by a hatred for something that she can't control and something that was taken from her.
Fantastic. So are all of you. I didn't see any of you running full tilt at the person that murdered you.
None of us were there.
I feel weird jumping back into this because I made the comment about my butt, but I think we need to give our friend some grace. Because, at least from what I know of her, life has not treated her kindly. I don't think she knows a lot of what joys we know, even the small gifts we get in life. And in her choices comes reason. Not any that makes sense to us at times, but all we have is each other right now. And I know it brings us great pain to watch more people suffer at the hands of these vampires and at our own decisions, but whether you like it or not, she is a part of us. Because we are all forgotten. And we are all here, trying to survive and get back whatever pieces that are left of us. So you can be mad. And you can stop giving people chances, but we need to stick together in this.
How many more instances of grace must we give her, Asta? How many bad decisions has she made in the last week alone? You can see that she has like unshed tears at the corners of her eyes, that she looks like she's maybe like one sentence away from breaking down.
It's not just
And
her.
she's just like not even looking at you, just digging into the grave that she's digging, and you hear like a snap as the tip of the shovel breaks off as she plunges it into some kind of rock, and then she just like picks it up and throws it to the side.
It's like, it's not just her that's made bad decisions. We've all made bad decisions.
I don't want to point fingers, but this land we're in is not made of many good people. It's made of people trying their best, or with what they have. I think you're one of the few good people that we know, and even then, there's something really dark tied to you. And we're not using that against you right now. We want to find out more, because you're our friend. You don't know what she's been through. You don't know what Raina's been... you know a lot of what Raina's been through, but also, if we're gonna point fingers at Ashai, we should be pointing fingers at Raena, and I don't want to do that. There's a lot going on here.
When you say like point fingers at Raena, she like gives this this laugh, like just helpless laugh, just bursts out of her, and just puts her hands over her eyes. And
would it bring you peace being rid of her?
I don't know. But right now, I just don't.
I'm glad that you don't know, because the fact that you would have confidence in that answer would pain me. So let's just try to keep moving forward and trust that the decisions that our friends make and that we make are best in the moment, and we're all aware of the consequences that are going to happen, because we are not being dealt a good hand right now, and we have not been all week. We woke up dead. We feel whatever hollow existence this is right now. We have to find what lives we had and get them back somehow. And it's going to keep being very hard, painful decisions, and we're going to see a lot of people die. I just refuse to accept that these painful decisions mean that we're losing all of each other. Because then I have no one. So for now, selfishly, I'm going to stick with my friends. And you're going to stick with us. And we're going to keep moving forward, because that's all we can do. So can you please dig that grave, because I don't have the body for it. I will hand you a different shovel, but you gotta help me out here. You brought me here. I could just go back to bed.
She gives a half smile and just sort of reaches out from her place where she's just kind of like half kneeling and ruffles your hair, and just says, You're a good rat, Asta.
Sometimes.
I would die for you. Without
Please.
hesitation.
Please,
Stands
nobody
up.
die.
Stands up, grabs the shovel that's broken off, and goes back to digging.
Nope, I said I'd get it. I'm gonna go get a different shovel because that one's clearly not working.
Oh, all right.
Skitter.
Well, as Aster leaves, Chance is not looking at Ireena, but she's still digging. But it's like I have to believe that. Sorry, I have no voice right now. I have to believe that there was some semblance of knowledge of what Ashai was doing, that she knew what she was doing. Because if I don't, then I can't. There's no chance for myself. I mean, I've made the same decision for myself many a time, and I've cost many lives because of it. And you say it's selfish, but it's survival. Sometimes that's all you have.
I can't say I'm in a very forgiving mood right now, but I can at least try not to make it worse. You all can give Ashai as many second chances as you want. But I don't know if I can. Though, to be fair, I might be a little biased tonight.
That's your decision to make, and we're not forcing you to make any other decision. I'm just saying.
She kind of leans on the shovel and leans over to you and says, "Did you see the handprint on Ashai's face earlier?"
Did you smart? You know, I mean, honestly, she probably needed it. Although Raena might need it too.
Well, someone else will have to do that.
She might like it, yeah.
I come running over with another shovel. Here's a better one. Why are you blushing?
No.
You were mad like not but 2 seconds ago. Why? What? Chance? What did you say?
You know,
Is it weird?
sometimes when people get upset, they blush.
No,
Chance
I
going back
Yes,
to
rarely
digging.
do that.
It's like
I rarely do
it's
that.
it's when sometimes when people are nervous
When
they
you
laugh. When you
When
you could do anything.
Oh, that hurts my throat so bad. God.
You finish digging the graves as the cart with Cyrus and Cloven comes by, and they begin the process of burying the bodies. I'd say
Can Chance...
by the time they're done with that, Clara and Raena will probably join as well.
As she's helping them bury the bodies, she's going to try to randomly take some sort of like button or something off of each person.
Don't you like tie them into your staff? Don't you do that?
Usually.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Make me a thievery check.
She's not trying to steal them, but like no, she's not just ripping them off of them, at least. So.
When Clara sees Chance doing that,
hold on, I'm making
kind of...
a roll.
Okay, I wanted to do role play. Okay.
But if you see it.
I think an 18 is probably not going to be enough against Clara's passive DC.
It's 10 plus year mod, right?
Yeah.
And mine's 20.
Okay,
yeah.
so you see... Chance isn't necessarily trying to hide it, but
yeah.
they're just naturally not... They're naturally a little sussy, Baka, you know. But you do see Chance, like, lifting a memento from each of the bodies.
All of the charms on your staff, they from people like this?
This is a new staff. It doesn't have as many.
Didn't have any, or
It doesn't have as many. Sorry, as many.
okay.
Sorry, cannot speak.
You had a disease. You're all right.
My staff was taken from me by Ludmilla.
It had mementos of people who had died.
Everyone.
Sorry.
But these aren't for my stuff. And she strings them on a piece of string, and she will be giving them to a shy later.
Carry them so you do not forget. Yes.
It's a way to keep the dead alive, I guess.
Sarah just... She smiles. Gives her piece, in a way. Keeps you human. And she'll just
After
assist Chance in her little task.
after all of the bodies are laid to rest, Cyrus kind of stands in front of all of the newly marked graves. There isn't a lot of pomp and circumstance, no significant rituals. You just see him grasp a holy symbol of the Morning Lord and just say, we commend these souls to the embrace of the Morning Lord. They fell in battle against evil. May they find peace in death as they did not in life. And may we avenge our fallen brethren. And that's all he says as the Bellevues leave to go take care of the rest of anything else that's going on. Although Cloven does stay behind for a moment, and says, we should probably all go to sleep, but circumstances have changed and we should probably discuss things in the morning.
Of course. Change our plans as we need, but we are with you.
I certainly hope so. And he leaves as well. And they go back to sleep. It's hard to say what's going on with Prospero and Ashai.
He killed me.
We don't know that yet.
We'll have to retroact it.
We might have to retcon some things, in case somebody dies. But for now, let's assume that Ashai survives. Or did you have something?
God, it's almost
Just
like
before.
Danny has responsibilities and money he needs to make.
No.
Fuck.
Also,
Disgusting.
wait, I have a question for a clarification here. Who was the last person to touch Raina's journal?
I think this is your choice because I'm not arguing this anymore.
No. I just want to know if,
Aster was the last one to have it,
Chance tried to take it, and she didn't
Oh,
succeed.
but she
you
did not
tried to
succeed.
take it from me, right?
Yeah,
And then
Did
I didn't
Prospero?
go back.
yeah, it didn't work. Yeah.
Yeah.
So either Aster has it or it's back in Raina's bag. And in such, narratively, Raina's gonna look for her journal. Is it there?
So I don't think I ever gave it back then. I just don't remember what happened between like Chance trying to take it and not succeeding, and then what the fuck did we do right after that? Because I don't remember.
I think that's when they left, and we kept interrupting them like in a tree and stuff. So.
I'll leave that up to you, Aster, whether you put it back in the bag or not.
No, I think I still have it.
Okay,
There was too many bullshit talks. That
Yeah,
we
I
had
don't think
about
you
it.
ever put it back.
Then, Raena, you go looking for your journal, and it's not in your bag.
Because the night has been so fucking dramatic,
Raena's
Raina's gonna.
No, keep
Raina's-
going.
No,
Yeah, do
Raina's.
it.
No, I'm not going to. Raina's going to
Nice.
choose to. She's too tired. They just fought. A lot has been said to her. She's going to choose to deal with it in the morning.
How selfless of you.
Never
you
trust any decisions made after 9 p.m.
You right about that, bestie.
That's so true.
You're
It's,
right,
it's
bestie.
really like 11, like midnight. Midnight. I'd say midnight.
If you're up past your bedtime, you're not making decisions.
You're
All
making
right,
poor life
then,
choices.
I feel like we need to sleep at this point. To get fucking like we can't do any more.
That's why I was like, I'll deal with it in the morning.
Yeah.
We'll deal with it in the morning. You all go to sleep.
Clara summons her cat and is consumed by blankets. Where is she? Who the fuck knows? She's in there somewhere.
For the sake of stalling, waiting for Danny, which one of us
he's going to be joining us today?
Today?
I don't think he's
Well,
going to be joining
he
us
was
at all
also said he was feeling sick earlier today.
today. Yeah,
so.
he just let me know he doesn't think that it's going to happen tonight. So let's move forward, assuming that he's not going to join us.
There's some nasty bugs been going around Florida.
Really? Like actually though, it's been
Everywhere.
So
Anyway,
who honk shoes and who Mimimis?
I'm
I honk shoe, bestie.
Raena honk shoes as fuck. Okay.
Ireena is a me.
Yeah.
Raina
clearly.
snores, and it's annoying.
But Ireena is a me.
Do you like so bad you need a CPAP machine snore or like?
Yeah. Yeah.
Raena definitely has a deviated septum.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She's been in too
Clara
many
is
fights
buried
not
so
to.
deep within her blankets, you can't even tell if she's breathing or not. It's in there somewhere.
You're the Wednesday Addams of our group.
Okay, so you all go to sleep. Anything you guys want to do before doing that?
It's too late, bestie. We've been through enough.
So what are we doing with Shia? She's not there. What? What's going on?
I'm gonna say, barring that Ashai comes back from her discussion with Prospero.
Safe for now.
Or we could just
For
not
now.
do that because he's not going to be here. So that discussion never happened.
Right, yeah. And they can have it another time. And you all go to sleep. And you wake up in the morning, you get a long rest.
Everybody hit the button.
You know what? I changed my mind. In the no,
How dare?
In the middle
So are
of
we
the
are we
night.
taking watches for the rest of the night? Because with all the crap
No,
that's been
bestie.
going on.
No, because that's inside. Oh, you know what? Actually, I would argue that, but also they killed all the fucking guards. So,
Yeah.
Are we like? Nah, we're too tired. We passed.
I say no. Let's just go to
pass
sleep.
out.
Yeah, let's go
you
to sleep.
sleep.
Come on.
You wake up in the morning. There is a light rain pattering against the roof as you wake up that morning. Outside the windows, you can see a very wide and deep mist covers most of the mountain, just kind of like drifting down like clouds themselves, kind of covering most of the abbey. Not so much that it is impossible to see. You can see most of the abbey from your room, but the forests around Wolf Run and around the mountains are very significant this morning. You all wake up in the morning, and Ireena kind of just does the big old stretch and says, so it looks like we might have to change our plans a little bit, depending on what the Bellevue say.
I
We'll
think
have to
they've
talk
also
to them.
got it out for her now. They did just take
The
it out
only
half
way
of
is
it.
forward.
I'm sure they have breakfast for us waiting, and we can speak then.
Could certainly use something very filling right now.
So perhaps we don't pack up. We go down to breakfast. Figure out our new plan of action. Go from there.
All right.
Clara's
will-
got the nervous hands, so she brings her knitting with her to breakfast.
Before they head down, Raena is going to go through her backpack a little bit too loud and obvious. And then walk straight over to Ashai, grab her by the arm, and whisper in her ear, "Where's my journal?"
I don't know.
You're lying.
Aster looks at you and like frantically looks at his bag.
No.
He just like
Listen.
gets up, starts to like slowly grab his bag and go, "All right, I'm gonna go get breakfast."
No chill.
No, no, it's so awkward.
Maybe it will show up later.
I know that's how you figured out all of those things. Now, seeing that it's gone.
You're right, but I do not have it right now.
She's gonna grab harder, squeeze harder on your arm. Are you lying to
runs
me?
down the stairs.
I am not.
I'm too tired. I don't have time for this. She's gonna let go and walk downstairs.
You're not her star, you're her pawn.
Chance is gonna wait until everybody leaves before going up to Ashai
Ireena
herself.
is just looking between the two of you.
Raena is going to stop when you say that out loud around everybody. She's gonna make a fist in her hand
Oh, slap Mark
and
one,
then just
punch
let it
Mark
go and keep walking.
Fucking Arthur meme.
Literally the Arthur meme. Literally the Arthur meme.
Very anime.
Chance will wait till everybody leaves before approaching Ashai.
Ireena walks with Raena.
And she holds out a... Think of it almost like it's a daisy chain done with buttons. Of the 12.
What is this?
I don't blame you for what you did. But they're not meant to be forgotten. This is how I keep the dead alive. I feel that perhaps you could do the same.
Thank you.
She'll place it in your hand and clasp your hand with it. I've been there. I know what you're feeling.
Understanding.
I understand why the others can be angry, but it's until they're in that situation, they can't truly know what they would do.
I agree.
But I think both of us can hopefully rely on the rest of the party. Maybe in the future. Instead of acting on our own anger.
It is hard. Especially when you have not been allowed to express feelings your whole life. You'll just be expected to fall in line.
I understand that probably better than you think.
I am sorry that you understand it. Shy will put a hand on your wrist, I guess, kind of like clasp both her hands over the hand you're holding the button ring necklace thing in.
However you want it to work.
Just gonna give you a meaningful look and take it.
We should probably get breakfast before they think we're doing something bad.
Yes.
And she'll start heading down the stairs.
Shy doing bad things. Perish the thought.
That was some good shit, guys.
You all head back down to the main hall.
Wait, one moment.
Mm-hmm.
Aster frantically runs down the stairs before everyone else. I think
Sure.
he doesn't go straight to the dining room. He turns a corner and like ruffles through his bag and finds the journal.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks again, like he did the first time. He opens to the last page, not the first one.
Esty, that's the good one.
That is the good one.
I want the last page. It's like when you open a book you've never read before and you read the last line before you read
I do that all the time.
Right? You're like, I just want to know how, like, what am I leading up to here?
The last page just has 2 entries in it, and I just
Huh.
sent them to you.
Dang, you were so quick.
That was so fast.
I had.
I wasn't
got
even
this
in the
shit
document
read.
yet.
Do you know how many tabs I have open on the other screen?
And we love you for it. Basil, 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 Basil. It's what she deserves.
Drinks wine heavily while Aster reads that.
You
The
steal.
breakfast table,
You steal the bottomless stein.
Sarah has emotional drainage, so she's just not really looking at everyone, and she's just knitting around looking dark-colored object. She's knitting something.
Hold on. Fuck, hold on. I'm gonna roll a dice.
Uh-huh. I like
Odds
these rolls.
Odds I don't do it, evens I do it.
Okay. Please roll even. Do it, you foot.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Well, you gotta do it now. Oh, wait, that was...
Oh, that was
Fire.
me because
Damn
I
you.
wanted to see how good
I got a
was
nat
knitting.
1.
Got a 24.
I
on my
think a
knitting.
nat 1 means you have to do it even worse.
Well, I said odds I don't do it, evens I do.
Right, but it's a nat 1.
Yeah, but it's a nat 1.
So you
So what's
decide.
the
The DM
worst
decides.
decision out of those 2 decisions?
Yeah, my crit fail chart says that you have to do the most dramatic thing possible here.
Oh
Throw the book away. That's the first thing I thought of.
No. Okay, hold on. Please
That's
don't
the
do
worst
that.
thing! That's the worst thing!
When you say away, like...
Like into a fire.
Please.
You have
Okay,
to stop stealing
um,
party members' books.
So...
Okay, listen. This is just, you said do the worst thing.
I said the
That's-
most dramatic thing.
Well,
That
that's
is the
also the
most
most
dramatic
dramatic thing.
I'll say because you turn this like just at the bottom of the stairs. You're just like outside the building. What's going through Aster's mind when he reads that?
The thing I keep focusing on is the grown tired of little problems of these little people. I don't know why that is bugging me a lot, but it is. Because I want to know more about that. But also the fact that
is Strahda.
no, it's not
Imagine.
that. No, it's the thing that led me to whisk up the most dramatic fucking thing possible was the fact that like this whole time everybody's like, okay, Raena, you're a bitch. Like you're doing all these things. You're on the side. I'm like, this is a person I trust. But if it's all true, like, why did I put trust in a person that is like?
With these thoughts whirling through your mind, you scramble up the nearby ladder, the same ladder that Ashai ran up the last night to get to Valenta, and you just look over the cliff.
Oh my god, I would throw it off the cliff.
And just almost instinctively, like you're throwing away something that is just like diseased, you see the pages go.
I take it back. No, I don't want to die.
It's too late. The journal goes somewhere into the woods around Kresk.
Bestie, I was joking.
I'm crying actual tears.
Holy fuck! Why did I do that? That's Aster's response.
Yeah.
He immediately is like, "What have I done?" Ah! He's like circling.
Just as like everybody else is coming down the stairs, you all just see Aster like at the top of the ladder, just like looking like, "Wah!"
No, like he's literally screaming right now.
Aster, are you okay? Aster? Nope. Okay.
Raina's gonna come running because she loves Aster. And you have no idea what was in the beginning of that fucking journal.
No, I read the first page.
Yeah, you don't know what came after that, you asshat. She's gonna come running to make sure Aster's okay.
Do I see where it went? Like if I'm like,
make a
1,000
perception
foot.
check.
Isn't
Hidden.
it like 1,000 feet or something?
You know the general gist of where it went, but I mentioned there is a very thick fog descending upon Kresk right now, and as soon as it like went through, you know the general area, but not exactly where it went. It is obscured by the mist.
Yeah. I don't have locate objects to whittle up. I could find it if we were 5th level, but not right now.
You know it sucks. Some of the forest folk are gonna find it.
don't say that shit. Don't say that shit.
Don't give him ideas!
Raena
wait,
runs
hold on.
up towards.
Wait, hold on. Pause.
Aster.
From us, because we've been up here several times at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this beforehand. That like if we wanted to go around, we knew which way to go, right? To the bottom of the cliffs.
Sure.
I mean, we just got bodies from it.
You did. Okay, so you guys were already down there.
Yeah, but you also like tossed it. Like I said, you know the general area where it went, but not exactly where.
Raena comes up to me, and I say, "Don't touch me!" And I bolt past her, and I go up to Clara, and I go, "Which way did you get the bodies?" I'm holding you. I'm like, "Where did you get the bodies?"
Okay, let's go for a walk.
Aster just dragging Clara along.
Are you telling me where?
Yeah, I'm going with you because you're not going off alone like that.
I take off though, but like I let go of you when you tell me which way to go. I'm running.
Raina's going to
Running after him.
follow, confused that you told her not to touch you, but she's still gonna follow.
I'm running after you. I'm not letting you go off alone.
Aster, what is going on?
I'm doing the like Pharaoh running on all fours thing. Like,
hey, Ashai and Second Chance, what are you doing? As you
we're
just see
gonna-
the three
we're
of them
like-
just take off.
I think both Ashai and Chance know that that he had the journal.
you both did, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't think you've
You
connected.
don't necessarily know
no.
what this is.
No, but
Well,
we know that
Ashai maybe.
because we know
because-
that Raina was looking for it right before she left the room.
That's true. That's true.
Make both of you make me a sense motive check, which is
Okay.
perception. This can be out and open.
Sorry, sense motive. Which one is that one?
Perception.
Perception necessary.
I don't know shit about that.
Yeah,
You
you're just
don't.
like, wow, that's really weird, Aster. Chance neither. You're just like, wow, that's really weird.
Perhaps
The
we should
19?
follow them.
I'm pretty sure Aster's,
Yeah, I don't know what his.
his is higher than that.
Oh,
My
jeez.
what?
It's too early for this.
Your stuff.
My stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Big stuff. They stick.
Oh, well, I guess if we're
Guess
going against
we're
his
not
deception
getting
DC, 19 would be higher than that. So you just like look, you think about last night, you look at the cliff, you see Aster running away, you see him like saying, "Don't touch me" to Raena, and you're like, oh, he did something with Raina's journal.
And then I look at the cliff, and I'm like, oh no. I think he threw Raina's journal off the cliff.
Why would he do that?
I don't know.
We should follow them.
Yeah, we should probably.
Why would he do that? What's in the journal?
Fuck, is that Ireena?
Yeah, she's still with you.
Yo, this is all going to shit so fast.
That's the name of the game, honey. Where do you think you're playing?
I stop taking notes because I get so worked up. This is not good.
Why would he have such a dramatic reaction to Raina's journal?
I don't know. I've not read it.
She hasn't told you everything, I see. Let's go.
Oh dear.
Everyone's gonna hate Raena.
This is exactly what everybody was telling you last night. That's literally what we were all telling you. We were like, dude, if you fuck with a shy, everyone's gonna yell at you now.
A shy.
Ireena grabs a shy's wrist, just like pulls you short, and just says, "What's in it?"
The chance is listening very carefully.
Why don't you ask her?
Why don't you want to tell me?
Because it's not my business to tell.
Certainly your business to go looking, touching, tasting.
Listen, we're all hungry for breakfast. We're not starting this right now. Let's just make sure she doesn't kill Aster.
Fine. She lets go of a shy.
Ireena is a petty bitch.
Yeah, no, she's
She is.
on one with a shy right now.
Bitch off.
Listen, Ireena is a lovely person, except in this very specific circumstance, apparently.
Sometimes you gotta let the characters lead you where they want to go.
True.
Whatever's the most dramatically convenient. Isn't that right,
Off a
Aster?
cliff, apparently.
Dramatically off a cliff. Convenient. So, Aster is leading the charge on all fours.
I bought these goggles. You let me know how these work, because I don't believe we've used this check before. They give me a +1 bonus to survival checks to sense, direction, and track. I know tracks is like tracking footprints and shit, but would I be able to stretch it?
Let me check. It specifically says you follow tracks. And this is not really following tracks. It's just a book that fell in the woods somewhere. So it is not a track check. This is just a
Fudge. All right.
some other kind of check that I'll figure out in a second.
Could I still say it's a survival check?
I think this would be. I think this is just a perception check.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say it is for now, because I don't want to take up 5 million years looking up one specific rule.
That's fair. Okay. Perception.
Yeah, this would be a seek check. So this is an exploration. So yeah, perception, secret, please.
Seek.
You tear off, heading for the place that Clara told you about. You are way ahead of everyone else just because you got a head start, and you are powered by fear and adrenaline. Fear of what Raena might do to you. and you get to that area very quickly. You look around, and you see impacts and like broken undergrowth of what must have been where the bodies fell. And you're like frantically looking around, your nose to the ground as the rest of the party starts to catch up. Raena and Clara at the front, Ashai and Chance and Ireena at the rear. And you you smell Raina's scent and follow it, and you find the journal.
Oh my god, is it damaged? Is it broken? Are there pages missing?
everywhere?
I was gonna say, yeah, is it like the pages everywhere?
I'm gonna say no. It is pristine. There's not even any dirt on it. No scratches, no mud.
Is that scarier?
That does feel scarier. Like, well, it is like
What
magic.
was taken from her when she died.
It's magic in some way.
Just as everyone catches you up, and they find you with Raina's journal in your hands.
Asta?
Happened.
Is that... That's mine.
I don't know what the fuck to say. Holy shit.
It's okay, take your time.
I threw
You
it.
guys just see Aster at a loss for words.
I threw it off the
Just
side of the
touching it.
cliff, and he went to get it.
No, I did it.
Asta, you don't need to lie for her. This is ridiculous.
He's like trying so hard.
You trying to eat the journal?
No,
What made you throw my journal over a cliff, Ashai?
I
no,
want you to
I
have
did it.
contact with her anymore.
Asta, enough!
He throws it down on the floor. I did it.
Or takes a step forward.
I did it.
And up.
Did you see? I happened.
He picks it back up. He holds it really tight. Everyone was right. You're the only one here working for Strahda. After everything we've gone through, you're on her side.
Can I have my journal back, please?
No. Don't talk to me. All this talk about pushing away a shy. What was your plan? Are you trying to separate us all out? Can't do this. This isn't fair. Go away. He turns around and takes off.
With the journal?
Terra follows him.
Into the woods.
Oh no, that's bad. Chance will follow.
Clara, Clara, before she and Chance run off,
We'll meet you back at the Abbey. If worst happens, I'll send Ziggy and come after us. But let us talk to him. Let us talk to him. We'll be back.
I'm like shaking right now.
And she takes off after Chance and Aster.
So Aster takes off. Are you attempting to hide from everybody, or are you just running?
Thinking right now, I think it's definitely like a very overstimulated, very overwhelmed, very panicked.
Mm-hmm.
I think he runs until he realizes he's doing something super stupid and then sits behind a tree and like panic cries.
Anybody taking off after Aster, can you please make me a survival check to track?
I have a really good survival skill, actually. Public or private?
Public is fine. It'll be very obvious if you find him or not.
I think we're gonna find him.
Maybe.
Oh, the fog.
The fog is making it more difficult.
Damn,
So
narratively, this is
because
intense.
Aster's not trying to hide, this is not against his like stealth or anything. This is against just like a hard level DC. The fog is making it more difficult. And you guys are level 4?
Yes.
You guys go running off after Aster. At first, you think you're doing good. You are like you're seeing little things in like you see a broken branch here, footprint there, and you're taking off after him. And then you hit this really dense fog patch, and by the time you come out onto the other side and you look around, there's no sign of anything left behind by Aster.
Can I do a perception check to try and hear him since he said he's outwardly crying?
This is part of the track check. So this is I'll say you can make a seek check, so you can make a perception check. But this is dependent on if you're even near.
Are there any
Yeah, no.
this would be a David
You don't
question.
hear Aster, you don't see anything.
Are there any little songs or tunes or anything Aster has hummed or mumbled along the way that I would have picked up on?
Like right now? No.
No,
I
not
mean-
right now, but just over the time that we've known him. Is there... I want to try to call out to him with, like, a melody he knows as a way of, hey, it's alright.
I think you would have caught him. It wouldn't have been intentional. I think you would have caught him humming like a lullaby almost. Very slow and soft.
Yeah. Clara will remember that, and she will just start, just without words, singing tune.
You make... I'll say this is Aster making a, I think. I guess this would just be perception for you, Aster.
Well, my ears are ringing.
Whether it's because you guys are too far apart or the fog is deafening the sound. You don't hear any response from Aster, and Aster hears no sound.
I think in my frustration, I work backwards. What's the page before the last page?
Page before that, I will send to you. Who's with Clara? Is it just Clara and Chance?
Yeah.
I feel like a Shy and Raena would be too inflammatory with how he's panicking right now.
Back there, Ireena is just like looking between the two of them. What's going on? Why? Why? Why is it like this? Why is everything like this?
Who are you talking to right now? Are you talking to Raena? I'm so sorry.
I'm talking to everyone. I'm talking to Ashai, I'm talking to the Morning Lord. Why? Why is everything like this?
Because we're in
Strahda, if she
Barovia.
can hear me, why is it like this? What is going on?
We're in Barovia, sweetheart. Didn't you hear? It's a nightmare.
I know that. I was born here, I know that. But I thought you all were not part of the nightmare.
I was honest with you.
Send me the whole damn thing, actually. You know what? Just give me the whole thing. While I'm here.
Can you share it with him, Jess?
Just give it to me.
Oh, are you reading it? I'm sorry.
Just give it
I
to
wasn't.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gone to all this trouble. He might as well get the reward.
I'll lose my shit again if it means I get good shit.
Ireena just, I'm going to tell the Bellevues that when... I don't know. What am I going to tell the Bellevues? They need to know something. We have to tell them something.
They don't need to know shit.
What do you mean they don't? Going to talk to the Bellevues. And Ireena starts to head up the hill.
Whoa, 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 Ireena, please.
Please what?
What are you going to tell the Bellevues?
I don't know yet. But at least I know they're not working for Strahda. And maybe they're hiding something. But I know they're not trying to hide the fact that they'll turn me over to a vampire for whatever
Ireena!
reason it has. No.
Ireena, please. You know that's not what I meant when I said that the other day.
I couldn't answer the question. If you... She just, cuts herself off. She just can't bring herself to say it.
Raina's gonna desperately grab Ireena's arm. Ireena, please, if you say anything, if you turn me over, they will have my head. Please don't. Please don't do this.
Do you know what I would do if Strahda asked me for your head on a platter? I would tell her no. There wouldn't have even been a hesitation from me.
Ireena, I promise to always keep you safe.
Unless Strahda asks you to.
No. No. It's just not a simple question to answer. Ireena.
Right now, make a decision. Strahda or me?
I choose her. I will always choose her.
she just looks at you. Maybe some part of her was hoping, betting on a different answer, and then just tears. No crying, no yelling, just tears streaming down her face. She very gently pulls her hand out of your grasp and says, I know. I already knew. And turns away from you and starts to walk up the hill again.
Ireena, please don't.
She doesn't say anything, just keeps walking.
I would like to jump back to Aster real quick, because I just read the part where you wrote about me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you feel bad now, don't you, asshole?
Aww. Fuck you. Fuck you!
We're actually
get
gonna
it.
jump real quick to Chance and Clara as you guys are walking around trying to find Aster. Clara is humming this short little tune. And
Just frozen.
They're from Frozen?
not sponsored. The Audio Jungle. No.
Oh yeah, it's not Frozen. It's icicles or whatever. You know, it's frost.
And you hear a voice through the mist. Wow. Look
Terra
what we
immediately
got
grabs
here.
He grabs Chance's hand.
You turn, and out of the mist, you see this enormous man lumbering through the mist in rags, bare-chested, covered in like dirt. You can see scars covering like half of his body.
I need to take notes. Fuck.
Would I recognize what he might be by any chance?
Make this would be Arcana, Nature, or Society.
We're gonna go with nature. Public or private?
Private, please.
Okay.
Or hidden, rather.
Well, yes.
You don't know. This could be anyone. It looks humanoid. You can at least say it doesn't look like one of the forest folk, not one of your people.
Mm-hmm.
He just pulls this very hefty looking battle axe off of his back and says, "You're gonna come back with me."
Yeah, fat chance. Clara, run.
You look delicious. And before your eyes, you see his skin start to rip. You see fur.
When he starts doing that,
Run
Clara
into the
takes
mist.
a deep. Clara takes it. Yeah, she is holding Chance's hand. Chance grabs her. Clara takes a deep breath and just yells as loud as she humanly fucking can. We need hands now.
Should we roll to see if we
How-
hear it, or
How far did Aster run?
I don't know, homie. I wasn't thinking numbers.
Can Chance, as they're running into the mist, just cast a Tanglefoot
Well-
behind them?
I was going to say, we're going to take a break here.
Thank God I have to
As
pee
Clara
so bad. I can't do
screams.
drama with I have to pee.
Can I just say I hear it? Like,
We'll see.
Fingers
See. And yeah, so we're going to take a quick 10 here. We'll see you guys back at 10:45. All right. Peace out, Boy Scouts.
Holy shit.
I don't know.
Everybody got in
next snack.
You telling me a shrimp fried this rice? Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
Hi, everybody!
So we left off with some kind of crazed mountain man attacking Clara and Second Chance.
Is he sexy, though?
It depends on if you're into bears or not.
Well,
Terra
David might be.
Space. Not Aero, that remains to be seen.
This is not Baldur's Gate.
You can fuck anybody in Baldur's Gate.
So,
Not sponsored.
I
where's
am
my...
the
There we
celibacy
go.
gift.
So I'm gonna have first things first. I need Aster to make a perception check.
Fork. Jesus Christ. Secret or not secret?
This one can be out front. You hear Clara scream to the west of you.
I get up and I
Not
run
too terribly
forward.
far away. But right now we're gonna all roll for initiative.
Oh, bitch.
All
Everybody?
All of us?
No, just Clara, Second Chance, and
how does this
Aster.
keep happening?
I know. I'm just like, why?
Every single time.
No, it's
Well,
not
maybe you're
good.
gonna chase after us, huh? You don't love me
Okay, if
that
I
much,
hear
do
it,
you?
I will.
You don't love me that much, do you? Hmm?
Oh no.
I
Oh no.
You too, Aster.
know. I'm trying to find my token.
It's far to the south of this map.
Thank you. Okay.
I see a shy.
That's just for this. Oh wait, we don't need.
Yeah,
that
you don't
anymore
need to
'cause
do
you're
that
free.
anymore.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
I want a shy here to save me, though.
The strange creature goes first.
Bestie, I have 9 HP.
We're
We just
That's
we
good.
had a
before us.
Long
We
rests
only
don't
got
work
that
like
4
D&D.
HP.
Oh, right.
Nobody healed her.
I was gonna go ask Clara, and then all hell broke loose.
I was out last night, so I could only get you back up on your feet.
Why didn't you ask this morning? What the fuck?
Because other shit
Because
happened.
all
Oh,
hell
yeah,
broke
it's kinda my
loose.
fault. Yeah, no, that was my fault. Sorry.
Big time your fault, bestie.
The beast is going to step up toward Chance,
Of course he is.
and swing out with a battle axe. That is a hit.
Damn, with a 12? Oh,
You're
dead.
going to take 12 slashing damage.
Oh my god.
And that is, it used its first action this turn to change shape, and then the
course.
second one was to move, and the third one was to attack. So that is all for it. Which brings it to Clara's turn.
Ow. Ow.
I know. I
And
wouldn't
Aster,
really be
you're
able
up
to.
next.
There's not much of a visual
Nope.
on our path from because of the fog, right?
Yeah, no.
Thank you
Can't
for
really
fixing
hear.
that. I'm not sure what happened.
There's snow, so we can kind of see our footsteps, but not really.
You can. It's easy to tell where you came from, but through the mist, you can't see. You've run far enough away following Aster that the abbey is not immediately like nearby. You don't think that your scream has reached your friends unless they came running after you.
Yeah. Is it? I know I said Ziggy is a pet and has no mechanical value whatsoever, and is just there because I like cats.
Mm-hmm.
But
Can I send? Can I say go get him?
That's reasonable, I think.
Lead them back here. Can't do this on our own.
You send Ziggy off. It is going to take a bit for Ziggy to get there, but
There,
he's
that we
going.
can last a bit.
Right. So I'll say that's one action for you to command Ziggy.
Okay. Well, might as well hit him as hard as I can. He's right there. Let me check my cantrips. 2d4 plus 4. 2d4 plus 4. Yeah. I'll just raise my hand and cast Bone Spray at the guy, just try to get him away.
It's always fun. Bone spray.
DC 20 reflex save.
That is a critical success.
Ah, damn it.
He just he doesn't even move. He just like with the axe on its like backswing as you put out your hand to do the bone spray. He just with the butt of the head just knocks your hand away, and the bones just go into the tree nearby.
Well, there goes that spell.
Aster see a bone flies by and he goes,
And yeah, that brings it to Aster's turn, and Chance, you're up next.
well, it's foggy, so I guess I'm frantically running towards the noise.
You heard them to the west.
I know what west is.
I'm sure you do.
I can go to this rock.
I thought you said Weast.
I thought you said yeah. If you get to that rock, you can, as you're scampering over, you can see the fog part a little bit, and you see this enormous furred creature humanoid attacking Chance and Clara at the moment.
All right, well, in a panic, I'm going to exploit vulnerability, figure out what the fuck it is. And that's the same thing I do every time. Bestie, let's get this going. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, shit, plus 10. So that's a 30.
Yeah, that is actually a critical success.
I have that chart somewhere.
It is whatever this creature is has a weakness silver 5.
Silver 5.
So any silver that you hit it with will deal 5 additional damage.
And I know Chance has at least one of the silver weapons because we grabbed him when the
I also have a silver dagger that I'm proficient with.
Is that all its weaknesses and resistances?
Yes, it has no resistances and no other weaknesses.
Okay, silver 5. Okay. So that's my second action. I take out... I guess the only thing I have is my silver knife.
All right.
That's my third action.
That's your third action, interact and draw. Okay.
No. Putting that shit away. I don't need it.
Put that shit away. All right. That brings it to Chance.
I don't have a lot I can do, so I'm gonna cast Daze on him and hopefully try and stun him.
Quick question.
Mhm.
That is a spell, right?
Yes.
And hold on. I believe it has the correct me if I'm wrong, Clara, but spells have the I can't remember the term. It's something that you can take an attack of opportunity against, right?
Wait, what?
Not that I feel like if it's... I don't remember. I don't think so, unless it's like an attack
Well,
or move. I don't know.
Well, daze is definitely like an attack.
Mhm.
I cannot remember the term for this. It's
I don't
You
know
can,
if
like,
it provokes
counterspell
attack of
something, but-
opportunity.
it's not. It's no. It's blah blah blah. Sorry.
Just like that. Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Are
I
you
need
talking
to
about
check
manipulate?
it
The
because
manipulate action?
manipulate action. Yes, it has
Yeah,
the manipulate trait, doesn't
It
it?
does not. It does not.
Daze specifically does not. Or
It has cantrip,
I'm-
enchantment, mental, and non-lethal.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
not manipulate. No.
okay. All right, then go ahead and cast it.
Oh, it does. Never mind. There's another one. Concentrate, manipulate.
Yeah. I thought so.
Wait, where?
I'm
The
pretty
top
sure all
filter in
spells have manipulate.
Why doesn't it have
Um,
it on the main thing then?
And the
I
new
don't-
update.
Because all spells have it, so it doesn't need
Okay.
to specify it.
Okay.
This creature has attack of opportunity, so when you start to cast your spell, he's going to take another attack at you.
Fucked.
It's a crit fail, so
Thank
it
God.
misses. And he has to make a will save. Which is a failure.
Sweet, thank God. So he takes damage, and his mind is
Mental
up.
damage equal to your spell mod.
Yeah.
4 damage.
Do we run or do we fight?
I understand now.
Did I do everything? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I haven't used that one before, and that was just a cantrip.
Nice.
So can I do, if I do a cantrip, am I still able to do other things? This is
That is a 2-action thing, so you
Okay.
still have a 3rd action.
You could
Okay.
run.
Yeah,
Good
we're
run.
gonna run.
Okay.
No, we're gonna run. I will
The
take
distance.
Didn't
Yeah,
he just say he takes attack of opportunity though?
Well, but he's dazed.
You only
now,
get
so
one
I don't
attack
know.
of you only get one
He
attack
didn't-
of opportunity per round.
Yeah. And he didn't critically fail, so he's not stunned. He just took damage.
As we're running, I'll just be like, Aster, if you can hear us, just get back to the base, whatever we're calling it. I don't know. Get out of the
The
woods.
Abbey! Go!
Abby, that.
Okay, so
And I'm grabbing
you-
Clara's hand and I'm dragging her with me. We're running.
You can only move yourself.
Never mind.
I'll be right after you. I can take a hit.
How far
Run.
can...
Okay.
Is that
We'll
as far
bring
as
it
I
back
can go?
to the creature's
Okay.
turn. He doesn't like that you just hit him. And he is going to I think he's going to look at Clara and say, "I'll be back for you," and runs after Chance for 1 action to move, and another to strike with the battle axe.
Shit.
Oh,
That's a
shit.
crit.
Shit.
That is going to be 26
Oh
damage.
my god, guys!
Are you
I'm
still
going
up?
Barely.
She is still up.
Got you.
And then 3rd action to swipe out with claws,
Miss.
which is an 18.
Miss.
All right. You are still bleeding profusely
Yes,
as he
I
catches
am.
you in the back with the battle axe, and you go stumbling. And that brings it to Clara.
Okay. Let me see. Full distance. Okay. Clara will run forward as far as she can and then go in with most powerful heal she has at her disposal at the moment. Her personal healing, which will be a 2-action on chance.
Okay.
Take 22.
Oh shit.
Damn. Thank you.
Thickums.
Yeah, it's second level. The 2-action heal is the highest amount I can give. 3-action lets me heal more people, but not as high of a number.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I only have 2 of those, though.
And that brings it to Aster.
Well, I see my friend's running, so I'm going to I'm gonna run too. I'm gonna what is that? It's 25 yeah, I'm gonna go here, so you should see me running behind from the rock. And having succeeded my exploit vulnerability, I can like gauge that it's some sort of lycanthrope, right?
Does it? It's part of an esoteric lore, right?
Right.
Essentially.
And because like I can identify the weaknesses and resistance of the creature, I should be in turn able to identify.
It is definitely some kind of were creature. You can gather that. Maybe part of the fog is slightly obscuring it, but I don't think it's a big stretch to say that with what you've been hearing about everything going on around Kresk, this is probably a werewolf.
Okay. Aster yells out as he's running past. Where'd the werewolf come from?
Where'd you come from?
I don't know. I run again.
Okay.
What is that? Another 25.
Second action, another 25.
Is that it? I'm in a tree. I'm under a tree.
Third action.
I could just run again, right?
Yeah, you can. You can keep running.
I'm not gonna run again. I'm gonna use my mirror. Hopefully that'll distract him. So 15, right? 15. I zoomed out too far. My eyes can't see. Yeah, I want it between the two. Okay, now there's 3 of me. Love that for me. I'll put this one over here.
Oh, there it is. I don't know why I went over there.
So there's 2 of me. One by one tree, one by the other one.
All right. Chance.
Well, that hurt. And then I felt better again. She's gonna turn to Clara, be like, just keep running. I'll distract him. And she's gonna try and run.
What about you?
Find me later. And she's gonna try. She doesn't want to lead it back to the Abbey.
I mean, we'd be fine. There's more people to help us at the Abbey.
Okay, before you go, he's going to use another attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
This time, he's going to reach out and attempt to bite you.
Fuck. Of course he is.
Where chance?
Fuck.
It's a 24.
Wait, fun.
Wait, how does that even work with me?
So you take 16
Ow.
piercing damage,
That's
and I
an
need you to
important
make
question.
a secret fortitude save.
Like, if a cat becomes a werefolk, but if they're just like a were-cat, are they just like more cat? Do they just get buff?
How does that work?
There are like...
Who knows? We'll maybe find out.
Cat wolf.
Alright, so you take 16 damage. You feel like the teeth pierce into your arm. It hurts. It fucking hurts, and it burns as you feel just like the saliva of this creature just dig into you.
Okay.
And you manage to like... Most of the damage is from you like ripping your arm out of its mouth as you're running away.
At the same time, I'm going to cast Kitten, I swear, if you get my food. So I fight the cat off of my food. Crushing ground under his feet.
Okay. So you move first and then cast Crushing Ground?
Yeah.
You got it there, and then go ahead and cast the spell. That is another reflex save for him. And that is a success.
Wait, why did it roll twice?
You rolled it for yourself.
Oh,
I don't know why you
never
did.
mind. I have no idea.
So he
So,
succeeds, and he's going to take half damage.
Yeah.
But he is not otherwise affected by it. He kind of just like, you see like the ground tear open underneath this creature, and he manages to just like straddle it as it like slams shut. It hits a little bit of his foot, but manages to like wrench it out of the hole before it fully closes and entraps him.
Mm.
And that is your 3 moves. You see a sickly grin on the creature's face, and stares after Chance, and just says, we'll be suing you later. And instead turns his attention to Clara.
No, stop.
Actually, no. He's going to continue after Chance.
That's not what I meant.
Okay. What did you mean then?
Walk away! Like, just go away!
I don't think that's going to happen. That is a 17 to hit Chance, which I believe misses.
Mhm.
And then a claw attack, which also misses.
Thank God.
All right, Clara.
Yeah. If in my character sheet I have dagger already drawn, do I still have to draw it for the particular fight?
Yes. It's assumed that you are not always with your weapons out unless you're expecting trouble.
I want it.
I
I wanna do a team.
Okay, let me look at this spell really quick. No, that's just for undead. Chance, what is your health right now?
24. I'm okay-ish right now.
Are you going to run if I run?
I mean, we're all running, I think, at this point. Run.
Don't make me regret this!
Find me later.
Let me find you later. Chance, what the fuck are you doing?
So Clara's just running away.
Yep.
All right.
3 action, 75 feet. As far as I can. That movement collides with at least one wall.
It's
That
the
movement collides.
tree in the way.
Thank you. There we go.
All right.
Can do
Faster.
one more. And as she is running, she's just screaming for help as loud as she can. We cannot do this by ourselves.
Did we come from the path? Am I assuming the path?
I'm just taking advantage of a random encounter map. They'll say there's no path there at the moment. You're just in the wilderness.
I'm being lied to once again.
I thought
I'm
that
sorry.
was water.
Water? It's wet. Water is wet.
Why is the black side always wet?
Alright, I'm gonna run up at least to...
Yes, there's characters on the black side of the chessboard that do a lot of rolling around in the grass, and the grass is always wet.
I roll around in the grass, so
Yeah, why is the black side always wet?
Hello? I'm gonna run next to Clara. And be like... Where's Chance?
She said she would come after. We need help.
Okay. Bestie, do I got anything to get us help? We don't see any crows nearby, do we? Ravens?
Make a perception check. You still have a third action.
That costs an action.
I know.
I already sent Ziggy.
Oh, you did her. Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look. Any burbs? Any ravens?
A caw.
Caw. Raven.
You do see a raven in a nearby tree. Seems like a wild raven, not like a trained one that the Martikovs have.
Okay. Next turn, I'll do that.
All right, Chance.
I am going to use Warp Step on myself to just run.
Smart. I like that spell.
All right, cast the spell. Attack of opportunity.
It's hopefully the last one.
Yeesh.
I'm still up. Barely, but I'm still up.
You see... You don't actually take this damage. You see this axe descending towards your head. And then there is this gust of chill wind. And the creature in front of you stops short as though by a blizzard, and you manage to pull yourself back just in time for the axe to crash into the ground at your feet rather than directly into your chest.
I'm taking the opportunity to run.
Go for it.
How far am... Okay, I'm trying to figure exactly how far.
So your speed is now 30, and you can stride twice.
Okay.
And then you still have a third action. So you can move 90 feet if you're just going...
I'm going. I'm trying to get him as far away from everybody as I can. Which I...
We see fucking Chance teleport way ahead of us. We're like, holy shit!
Let me just figure out...
Wait, which way are you going?
Oh, wait, yeah, where the fuck are you
Away!
going?
I'm trying to get him away from the Abbey.
Messi, you should just follow us, please.
I agree wholeheartedly. There are more people at the Abbey.
Plus, somebody
That's the problem.
No. Somebody cough Raena wants to fight. let her have this.
Literally, please. Like, this is every combat.
I'm going to end the combat because with that you're moving so fast that it's not going to like immediately be able to attack you, but you guys watch as through the mist you see this creature, this werewolf, following Chance, and the two of you book it back toward the Abbey. Ashai and Raena. You guys are waiting. You just watched Ireena walk away. What are you guys doing as that happens?
Let me just fucking whine.
I'm assuming Ashai heard everything because
Oh,
she was
yeah,
very
it's
close
right
by.
there.
Yes,
Right, okay.
absolutely, yeah.
Raena is just watching Ireena walk away.
How do I unclick the measure tool? Why is it not letting me?
You have to go back to clicking the like bracket tool at the top. The select.
Are you
token.
doing anything, Ashai?
Just watching
that's
for
not
a
what I
minute.
wanted.
Doesn't really know what to say.
Sly.
Okay, well,
Oh, I thought I thought that was it.
you know, I know it is not easy to give up being in the service of someone powerful who has sway over you, but And I know you don't want to hear this. But Raena, she is not your family.
You all speak as if I just woke up one day and said, you know what's a great idea? I'm going to go serve a high lord. I'm going to go serve the worst person on earth. What a great idea. There is more to it than just that.
Is there?
And... Yes!
Then you should tell us, because I don't think anybody understands. Because what I see is that you were somebody desperate for family, and she saw that. And of course you would do anything for her if she would give you that one thing you wanted. And I don't believe that she killed you to keep you on our trail. I think she drained you dry and was surprised to see you come back. And this is her covering her ass. She knows you hang on her every word. She calls you her star. She makes you feel special. So you'll forget what she did to you. You're disposable to her. Family wouldn't kill you for their own means.
So what now, Ashai?
Can only take it one day at a time. I do not know yet. We will help
She knows
protect
everything.
you. We will help protect you.
She knows we have the term.
Did you
She
tell
knows
her?
She knows we've been given the prophecy by Madame Ava. She knows what we're after. She knows what we're doing. She knows where we're headed.
And she has not stopped us yet.
It's because she's so powerful. She doesn't have to stop us.
We will figure it out. But you cannot serve that woman.
Well, the only other person that loved me is walking away right now, so. What? What? Not shy.
She is not the only one who loves you.
Okay.
How long?
I was about to say, about this time you hear the sound of a cat meowing, and you see a little black cat familiar running up towards you, just screaming in this little cat voice. Not leaving behind any tracks. Just like running towards you.
It's Ziggy. We have to go after them. Clara said that she would send Ziggy if they were in trouble. We have to go. Come on. She starts off towards.
Do you have any?
I don't know.
I chase after you, but do you have any potions on you?
I have one health potion. Yes.
Oh.
No, I don't because my backpack.
I do.
Okay.
I'm just gonna chug that while we're running.
All right. Go ahead and give yourself that. As you start running, following Ziggy, after a couple minutes of running through the mist, you almost smack right into Aster and Clara running towards you.
Where's Chintz?
What's going on?
Clara just... Is it a shy or Raena in front of her?
It's Raena
I think
first.
Raena was first.
She grabs onto Raena. She's clinging to her. A werewolf. He came out of. I don't know where he came out of. Chance is leading him off. She's still on her feet. I don't know where she is. We need help. We need to.
Okay. Where did it go?
And she will lead them towards where she last saw Chance flitting about.
Just follow the blood trail.
The blood and the footprints.
I was going to say, you run
Foggy as
back
fuck.
to where the fight was happening, and you don't even need to make a tracking check because there is a pool of blood just spattered, following, just heading toward. It looked like you were heading toward the west.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way we can find Chance without finding the werewolf?
I don't know.
Are you two okay?
Fine. He didn't. Locked onto a target. Have anything else. Predator chose his prey. We can't. I can't. We have to help her.
Well, should we get the Bellevues before we do this, or should we just go now?
No, we have to go.
It was just one. It was just one.
Okay, let's...
We are strong in numbers. Let's go together.
He's really big.
There's no time.
I start running.
You all start running in the direction that you see the trail of blood. Meanwhile, Chance, you are running and running. What are you doing as you run? You can hear the sound of the werewolf not too far behind you. After your first initial brief flash of speed, it can't last forever, and the werewolf is at least as fast as you.
That is a cantrip though, so I can do it
Sure.
over and over. So she will just be going as fast as she can, trying to find a place to hide.
Then go ahead and make a stealth hide check.
Blind.
Yes, please. You run and run. Eventually, you find you are in like the foothills of this mountain range that leads to the north, upon which the base of Kresk is built. You are a child of the woods, and eventually you see the last thing you probably wanted to see. There's been mist all around. It's a very misty morning, and as the day progresses, although it hasn't very much, there is no sun to wipe away the mist, so it lasts. But you can tell that the mist in front of you that suddenly lurches is different as it extends high into the sky. The mists that surround all of Barovia. You look around desperately, and knowing that you can't go forward, you find a little hole in the ground, what could have been maybe some large wolf's den, and just throw yourself into it, hoping that...
Do I have time to cast Pass Without a Trace before doing that, just to erase some tracks?
Pass Without Trace is a 2-action spell. If you're doing this while you're running, it does last for an hour. But you would have had
It probably would have been just for like the last, like if I had gotten far enough ahead.
I'll say you can cast it, but it's also going to impact the DC a little bit. So it's a positive and a negative. We'll see if it balances out or if it's better or not. Because you're going to have to risk him catching up to you, essentially. So it's up to you if you want to take that risk.
I don't think, honestly, she would be thinking that clearly, so she's probably just going to dive in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we're going to roll with that stealth check. You dive in and you, breathing heavily from your flight, you try and still your breathing as much as you can so you're not panting and trying not to give away your position. You hear footsteps through the snow. You can't hide forever, little cat. You hear the footsteps passing just above the spot where you've dived into. Hold your breath. The footsteps slowly pass by your hiding space. And you hear, "You'll come looking for us eventually, little cat." You'll know where to look. And the footsteps fade away.
She's not leaving that area for a long while.
The rest of you running, following the blood trail, it does eventually start to peter off, as Chance would have bled out otherwise. It eventually staunches enough, and at this point, since she is continuing to hide, I'll need you guys to make a tracking check. All of you hidden survival checks, please.
My goggles!
I can't see without my glasses.
I can't see without my
I have a
goggles.
+0 to that.
I have a
besties.
+10.
Does it add? It doesn't add my goggles. I wanted to add my goggles.
What is it, a +1?
It's just a +1.
It matters.
I was like, a 1 can make all the difference.
+1. Add. Wait, was this private? Yeah, it's private.
Yes.
I hit private!
You hit private, not hidden. It's okay,
Fudge.
don't worry about it.
I mean, we still couldn't see it, so.
I'm
You
sorry.
all... Raena is the one out in front. And Raena knows enough to stop just before you hit the fog wall. The wall of mist that surrounds Barovia. You look around, because you know if Chance ran this way, she would have also had to stop here, and since she's from here, you know she would have stopped as well. So you look around. If this is the way she was going, there must be a spot around here, and you see a little divot in the snow that could be easily overlooked as just like a snowbank, but it sticks out to you, and you go look, and you see Chance huddled in this, not even a full cave, just like a den underneath an outcropping of rock and soil, looking like a wet cat, with a nasty bite mark on her left forearm, blood all over her clothes, probably hyperventilating a little bit.
You said Raina's the only one that sees it?
Well, you're the one that sees
Okay.
this, but everybody else is with you, so.
Are you okay? Chance, so sorry.
very sorry I decided to do this on my own. Y'all are fine, right?
Yes. AI?
She'll crawl out of the den. Looking around, just making sure that he's not there anymore.
You look and you see the enormous wolf-like footprints heading off towards the north, right over the hiding place that you were stuck in.
Can't linger in this woods, he's not far.
Here, 1 second. Wait, actually, we have the time. I need to save my spells for.
We don't have the time. She just said we need to go.
Hey, guess who fucking has battle medicine, you little
Ah,
shit?
true.
Give me a second.
You tell her, Clara.
That's over a 15.
It do be indeed. You do some emergency trauma and 8 health to
It's something.
something.
I mean, hit point wise, I'm actually okay.
Could be better,
This
could be
feels
worse.
bad for you,
Yeah, but thank you.
so I help you.
Yes,
it is
thank you.
narrative. That's
Care
how it
about
works.
my fucking teammate. God damn it!
You essentially just like wrap up the bite real quick, and you all start to make your way back to the Abbey, I assume.
Mhm.
Guess
Um,
so.
Not sprinting, but certainly hustling.
We're hustling. We're hustling. I forgot Aster has a
Chances
full hat
doing
bag.
all she can to like hide the bite completely.
Oh, I said that Clara triaged it, but if you want to be hiding it, that's fine.
Yeah,
instead.
like she's like putting it.
I'll say that's something that I would
It's not
make.
bugs and I had to kill them. I killed them.
Good job. I'd say if you're trying to hide that, that would be a deception. You can roll it out front. This is just against Clara, who's triaging your wounds.
Oh no, I mean like after Clara, she would like add fabric or something over it, like her cloak and stuff, just so because she knows that this is not going to go over well at the Abbey.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, then then we'll save that for later.
Okay.
In that case, this whole morning thing, the initial bit took maybe about a half hour at the Abbey. This fight and flight section, about a half hour of running, I think, there and back. So another hour or so has passed by the time you get back to the Abbey. Probably very hungry at this point since none of you have eaten. You hear a feminine voice yell out, "They're back!" You see one of the Bellevues on top of one of the guard posts yelling out back towards the Abbey. She says, "We were getting worried. You all were gone for much longer than Ireena said you would be."
Clara would be clinging to either Raena or Chance, whoever is letting her. She got spooked.
Booked.
She got what?
There was an encounter with one of the wolves.
Ah, damn. What are they doing this close to the Abbey?
Wanting us. They said they would. He said there was only one. He said he would take us back with him. And he said we would seek him out, which I know is our plan, but guess we shouldn't be surprised that we're expected.
Well, you're all alive, and that's what matters. Come in. We saved a bit of breakfast for you. It won't be hot, but it'll at least be filling.
Just walk in, I guess.
Do you know where Ireena is?
Yes, she came back and said that you would be back soon. We gave her some supplies, and she went back into Kresk.
Raena doesn't say anything else. She just hangs her head.
I get the sense something else has happened besides just werewolves. Why don't you all come in? You all head in towards the dining hall. The lack of guards is very palpable, as you can see. Mishka does not leave her post and just stays there, keeping an eye out. Inside, Cloven is waiting. You see him just like cleaning his flail that he has. Looks up and sees you and says, "Welcome back," and gestures to the table where there's a few plates of no longer quite hot, but at least serviceable and filling food. Werewolves, huh?
It's
Suppose we should not be too we should not be too surprised given what happened last night. I would like to know why you decided that going outside of the Abbey early in the morning was a wonderful idea.
answered Aster.
Aster doesn't say shit. Sorry. Actually, Aster goes back to the room.
It was so much of a conscious decision. We are all back now. Was the
So I can
plan
see that.
still to split up along the lake and the mountain pass?
Well, I guess that depends. And he walks right up to Chance and just holds out his hand. Let me see it.
See what?
I can see the blood on you. I can see
I got it everywhere.
the bandages around your arm. You've been bitten.
And
I need to see if you are infected.
still hand him his arm. Her arm.
He slowly unwraps the bandages, and you can see the wound underneath has been treated very, very quickly but expertly by Clara. And you can see underneath the fur, where the skin is, little... They almost look like spider web veins of... Yes, I know, spiders. Sorry.
You're gonna
Sorry,
kill Cork.
Little black veins starting to creep out from the wound. And he just gives a kind of wry smile and says, "Well, you are lucky that the full moon was a few nights ago. at least. You have some time before the curse takes hold.
Hardly the worst thing.
And our plan has changed.
Of course, plans have changed. There's no one here to watch the Abbey.
No plan survives first contact with the enemy.
Clearly. We cannot leave the Abbey undefended.
Lara looks at the party.
We are getting the cure. We are finding the Wolfsbane.
And what about the wolves?
It's part of the cure. We gotta get rid of the.
Now we just have more motivation.
Killing the one who inflicted the bite. Get rid of the curse, or are you stuck with it?
No, you are thinking of vampires. Werewolves' curses is more like a disease. It lingers.
What do you mean I'm thinking about the vampires?
You said that if the death will end the curse. It's not exactly the same with vampire. If the one that infects someone with vampirism dies, the one that was infected will no longer be under the thrall of the vampire that changed them. Lycanthropy has no such master-servant connection. Once infected, the disease is permanent. But
Unless
there
an
is no...
antidote is administered.
Unless the Wolfsbane antidote is administered before the first full moon.
We have time. We will get it.
You
If we
do have
don't,
time.
I'm gonna look really weird.
I mean, there's more than one type of lichen. You could just be like a cat and get really buff.
Well, I'm not going to get into the etymology of werewolf right now, but the point remains that you have 3 weeks at least to deal with the issue before it becomes our problem.
It's been a long couple of days. Did you have a lead on where we might find this plant we are looking for?
Wolfsbane... Wolf Run was named after Wolfsbane, not after the wolves that run through the hills, contrary to what the name might suggest. We sometimes have Wolfsbane on stock. Right now, we do not. There have been too many attacks and infections over the last month in Kresk, and our personal stores ran out a few weeks ago. We usually grow them here, but the next harvest will not be at least for a month. You might find Wolfsbane out in the wild somewhere. As I said, Wolf Run was named after it, and there's the occasional growth that you may find in the wild. There are purple bell-shaped flowers. Also goes by the name of aconite, if you are more familiar with that, where you are from.
Tell us where to look. We will find it.
If I knew where to find them, we would not need to grow it here. It is an arduous process and much easier harvested out in the wild, but with everything as it's been, we have not been able to go looking for any lately. You will have to rely on your own senses to find some, I'm afraid.
Is that our plan then? We find this plant that will cure the cat.
Clara locks eyes with Raena.
We take care of our own.
That's fine. I was just asking, is that our plan?
Yes.
Do you
Great.
also plan still to take care of the werewolves?
I have a feeling we will run into them while we're...
Raina's gonna get up and leave the table and go after Aster.
If we ran into them taking a few steps into the woods, I have a feeling they will find us as we are looking for the Aconite. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Perhaps.
But I have my priority.
I don't know, I may be able to be a little more safe to do that at this point. I don't think they'd go after me right now.
Well, you will need supplies. And reaches under the table and brings out a fairly modest-sized pack that you can hear like clinking from inside of. And says, there are some things in here that are better suited for undead than werewolves, but there are plenty to take care of them as well. It's what we can spare for you at the moment. I threw in a little extra now that we cannot accompany you.
Appreciate it.
Well, I think that you will need it more than us right now.
Chance daintily pokes at a silver weapon to see if it does anything.
Nothing yet.
Cool.
Did Ireena say where she was going? Or say anything else?
She just mentioned going back into Kresk to talk to the burgomaster.
Thank you.
Of course. We will be here. You are always welcome here as long as you are no danger to anyone in Kresk. And gives a very significant look toward Chance. Not accusatory, just a warning, like, if you turn, we will take care of you just as we would anyone else.
He said I would look for him and know where to find him.
There are tall tales about the call of the wolf, that pack knows pack. Perhaps he knew that you were infected and assumed that if we would not offer you succor, that you would go looking for them.
Might be able to use that to our advantage.
We'll see. Smash cut to Raena running after Aster. Aster, you ran back to the bedroom, right?
Yeah, I just went to the. I went back to the barracks.
Mhm.
Barracks.
What are you doing in there? As you did get a bit of a head start on Raena.
I put my bag down because I took my whole ass bag with me. I take out the journal and I set it in front of me. I don't touch it, but I lay. It's not a pen, a quill next to it. And I just stare at it. The whole time. Raena walks in at me staring at the journal and looking at the pen next to it, or the quill next to it.
Asta.
I won't look at you.
Great. Then Raina's just gonna walk up and attempt to grab the journal.
I won't stop you.
She's gonna grab the journal and turn back around and start to leave. And then
Wait,
pause. Oop.
sorry.
It's alright.
Shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
It's alright, Asta. You have every right to hate me, the rest of the party does, so.
I don't hate you. I just don't know if I can trust you again. And I'm so sorry for that.
Raina's going to crumble to the ground
No.
and start weeping. Like kind of this was the last straw a little bit. Like you saying you can't, like Aster saying that he can't trust Raina was that was it. That was the tipping point. And she just screams out in agony. And she just goes, I don't know what to do next. I don't know what to do, Asta. For so long, I've been part of her world. I've done everything she said. I've never gone back on my word. And now I have all of you telling me I've made the wrong decision.
I just don't know why. Why are you doing this?
I don't know.
What do you get?
I don't know anymore, Asta. I don't know.
He slowly starts to get up. Very hesitant. He stands behind you very closely, not knowing what to do.
Raena is going to turn around and give him a huge bear hug.
Oh, fuck.
And then continue weeping and pause only for a moment just to say in your ear, Asta, I think I need help.
Aster starts to cry again. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help you. I don't even know what I'm doing here. What do I do? What do we do?
Raena can't answer any of those questions, so she just continues weeping and holding on to you.
Aster doesn't know what to do but to ask how or why. He just emptily asks over and over again. And he's holding you really tightly and crying. And we're just both sobbing on the floor.
Eventually, once, like, you know how when you're crying and you're hugging someone, it just becomes sweat and, like, gross?
Yeah. But, like, it also, like, you're exhausted from crying.
Yes,
like, kind of
yes.
And
feel
your
like,
head hurts really bad.
Yes. Eventually, she's gonna let go of you and just, like, lay on her back on the ground and hold her journal and look up at the ceiling.
he doesn't let go. He falls down with you.
Oh. And she's just gonna go, I understand what you read in these pages. Some of it was perhaps jarring, but most of this journal is all I have left of Poppy. Do you understand that?
He doesn't answer, and for there's a slight pause, and then he looks at you a little, like, he's, like, holding you, so, like, his face is, like, right there next to yours. And he goes, "Did you know my name means star?"
What?
Yeah. She called you her star. I used to be someone's star. It feels good, doesn't it?
Yes.
I can see why it's so hard to let go. Especially when you have a choice. But I don't think holding on to this one's a good choice. Especially when everything we have going for us is pointing against her.
I'm not so sure how much of a choice I have, Asta.
None of us had choices, Raena. I didn't have a choice. He holds you tighter. I didn't choose this. I want to go home. I want to go home right now.
I'm gonna get you home, Asta. I promise. I made that promise day one, and I will keep to it.
I already told you, and it hurts to say it again. I don't have a home anymore.
You don't know that. I know it's been a few 100 years, but you could still have a home to go to.
Maybe.
We don't know until we go back.
Yeah, but going back means we have to get through her, and if you don't want to do that, I don't know what to do. I don't want you to be my enemy, I just want you to be my friend.
I want to be your friend, Asta.
Then what do we do? Because I can't make these decisions for you. I don't want to.
I don't have an answer for you right now. All I know is that the pull that I have towards Strahda is something more than just a choice. It is a need. It is something I need in order to survive. How do I fix that?
You know, I never really had to make these big decisions by myself before. And I thought having all these people going through the same thing with would make it easier, but it's so much harder. So many lives entangled and wrapped together.
I am lucky to have met you. I am. Though it was under horrible circumstances, I feel lucky. And I want to be your friend. And I want to get you back home, or to wherever you want. I'll take you anywhere.
He kind of like loosens his grip and leans up and looks at you. Confused a little bit. You don't regret it?
Regret what?
Meeting us?
I did. At first. I was confused and I didn't understand why I died the way I did. But I have grown a love for you.
Saw.
Oh.
Sorry.
Did you read it all then?
I did.
I think
It sounds like she hurt you and is trying to make it seem like it wasn't her fault. Like she's covering up a pain she has.
I don't know the reason she killed me.
Did you ask?
I did.
And what did she tell you?
She told me it was because I had to die in the same way that you lot did, or else you would never have trusted me. You would have figured out that I was working for her immediately. I had to die in the same way. That is what she told me.
So you're saying she killed you to be a part of the prophecy?
Yes?
Doesn't make any sense. I think there's a different reason.
Why would she have just killed me, then? When she killed me, she said she didn't like people she couldn't trust. And then she sank her teeth into me.
And killed you.
And killed me.
What did you do? Did you question her?
I didn't even put up a fight, Asta. I just let her kill me. I let her drink every drop of blood in my body.
Were you hoping she'd kill you?
Yes. And then when I came back to life, I figured she must have killed me because she knows I wanted to die. And I didn't have a purpose, and then that's not what she said to me, and I was so confused.
Sounds like it's another thing we need to find out the truth for. For your sake.
And what if she asks me to do something against the party, and I can't say no?
You always have a choice, Raena. Always. The decisions you make now are your own.
I don't trust myself to be strong enough.
You have to be. He kind of gets up off of you. Walks to the door, but turns back at you. We all have to be strong whether we want to or not. I hope I can be as strong as you one day. And he walks out and goes back to the dining room. Stands at the stairs a little bit, wiping off more tears. Takes a breath and then goes. David continues to cry.
And with that, we will end today's session.
No, 3 more hours.
So I have a rare condition called garbage body, and
And
One more
others
hour.
have others have a garbage condition called rehearsal in the morning. So
Okay.
I've got work in the morning.
yes. Thank you all for joining us for yet another dramatic week of Curse of Strahd, Terra. I don't know how, every week. I don't know how we keep doing it.
so
It's just,
good.
I
I
love
it.
so
Well, go
much.
find your
God,
plant next
David.
week.
What?
Oh,
God,
I asked
you?
about the plant shit weeks ago, and everybody went, fuck off, Aster. We don't
We'll-
care
Well,
about
now it's
Mayor's
personal.
daughter."
we'll get to it next week. In the meantime, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Have a good evening and week.